G'day, welcome on board. This is CruiseAway with Joe and Derek, home to the biggest selection of cruise and stay holidays anywhere in Oz. And we've got some absolute crackers for you today.
Yeah, we sure have a hand-picked selection of the best cruise holiday packages that are hot right now, all delivered by the most passionate travel team in the country. Let's get into it.
Here at CruiseAway, we've been sending Australian travellers on amazing cruise holidays for over 25 years. Our award-winning team specialise in bringing you the best deals from all major cruise lines, sailing right across the globe. Whether you're looking to cruise locally or afar, with thousands of unmissable deals available right now, you can be sure we'll find you your perfect cruise holiday. So, if you're ready, let's go cruising.
Yes, absolutely. Let's do that in this show with Royal Caribbean for a big thrill adventure at sea. With Princess for that touch of luxury and a warm welcome. And with Carnival Cruise Line for fun and laughter. All the way with our feature offers today. Now, we're about to show you the biggest names in the business and just how much you can enjoy an incredible ocean getaway.
Absolutely. And it's time to pick the journey in this show. Will it be heading off into the South Pacific for 2 weeks in February, or setting a course for New Zealand's joys next October for 15 nights of pampered journey, or would you like to join us on board Royal Caribbean's Anthem of the Seas in April for 9 unforgettable nights of all-round wonder for cruisers of all ages? Let's take you for a good look around, and I have to say, honestly, Anthem of the Seas is just the hottest ticket in town right now. The bookings are going through the roof. The popularity of this ship anywhere near our shores is just off the chart right now, and you are seeing why, because this is the ultimate of thrill, adventure, relaxation, luxury, wonderful food, incredible shows, brilliant new experiences to have. Now, Royal Caribbean are very much billed as a family cruise line, and there is something for every member of the family. But even if it's just the two of you and you just fancy just a little couple's escape, then this ship in particular is absolutely right for you. From enjoying the big entertainment shows to the silly things that take you back, to bumper cars and roller skating, to big production shows, to relaxing in the solarium, to going to the spa, to chilling out and doing absolutely nothing. You will love this ship, honestly.
You will.
I adore it.
It's a great first-time cruise as well. I mean, let's not forget the convenience of just cruising out of Sydney. Yeah. You know, wherever you are situated in Oz. If you need to speak to our team about national flights, if you're over on West Coast, then that's fine as well. But it's just so easy to do that for a first-time experience at sea. And cruising is so exciting. And as you mentioned, so many different elements packed into a cruise than perhaps you ever thought was possible. Maybe you've got the view of a cruise being a little bit more old school and dated. Oh, Royal Caribbean will absolutely turn those your preconceptions on their head, because you'll be awestruck by what is on offer. And it just feels so fresh and current. And yeah, there's also so many hidden surprises when you're cruising on Anthem of the Seas. And it's non-stop fun. But if you want to just do more traditional things like simply dinner and show every night and read your book, you can. And there's also jam-packed activity calendar, which you can go down to reception every day and you can pick up a paper copy, or it will be digitally displayed on your stateroom television to tell you everything that's going on.
Or on the app now.
On the app now too,
yeah,
yes.
You can just sit wherever you like in a lounge and check out what you want to do today, tomorrow, and for the rest of the cruise. It is brilliant. The choices just never stop. As you say, great first-timers cruise, this one, because it's 9 nights in and out of Sydney.
Yes, it is. And a couple of days at sea will see us into New Caledonia, sitting on one of the world's largest lagoons, a UNESCO-listed marine environment stretching for over 1,000 miles. Now, beyond the French cafes and boutiques, there's lovely clear waters to be swimming and snorkeling and diving in. Then we're into Mystery Island, Vanuatu, and it's actually known locally as Inyang, and it's home to some of the clearest water in the South Pacific beyond a shadow of a doubt, as you see right there. One of the easiest places in the world to snorkel or paddle or do whatever you wish to see. Then it's Vila, and you know, this is a gateway to some of Vanuatu's most fascinating traditions, and I think that's really part of being in this part of the world, learning the traditions of the local culture as well, and the thousands of years of history that supports it. Now, 3 days at sea to really enjoy the ship before we are back into Sydney and disembark, simply stroll off. So from the vast UNESCO-listed lagoon of Nume to the crystal clear waters of Mystery Island. And of course, those traditions of Vanuatu, this South Pacific escape offers far more than just beautiful beaches. Now, combined with all the innovation and entertainment on board Anthem of the Seas, it's a wonderfully different island adventure. And don't forget, the ship itself is a destination too.
Oh, for sure. You need those sea days on this itinerary. If you're a first-timer on board Anthem, honestly, because you'll be torn. You'll be torn between, oh, there's a port coming up and I really should go and discover, I should go and do something. You know, I shouldn't waste the opportunity. But at the same time, there's this on board and there's that on board. And I've got that activity. And then there's the spa and then there's the solarium and there's just so much going on. You will love it. It's a wonderful time for everyone on board Anthem of the Seas. So don't delay and get this book today at an incredible price tag. And we've got low deposits. And it's a good job too, because these cruises are just selling out of the door right now. Anthem is such a popular ship. The word has spread around the world about just how good this ship is and worth every single dollar of that. That's amazing value. Honestly, it really is. And delivered exclusively by our team here at CruiseAway. 9 wonderful nights of fine dining, thrill-seeking, relaxing, entertaining. There is just heaps to keep everyone happy, from the active and adventurous to the slow and steady. I am one of those people. Slow and steady. I'm a relaxer. But there is so much to do. There is never a dull moment. This ship is awesome day and night. Oh, we haven't even talked about the evenings. It's brilliant. But listen, don't waste the chance. Go and see for yourself. Here's all the details that you need to get booked. Because, yeah, in the evening, honestly, there are so many great shows. I mean, they are like big, wonderful caliber shows as well. There's things like comedy going on, there's live music going on, there's a live music venue on board for you to enjoy, which is like being at a live gig. It is fantastic. There's comedy as well. They do family comedy shows and they do adults comedy shows. They're brilliant. You can do late night karaoke. There's all sorts that you can do on this ship of an evening. Or you can just enjoy dinner and a show and just have a nice quiet one. There are nice bars and lounges where you can just sit around, relax and just enjoy the peace and each other's company. It's lovely. So call us right now. Remember, when you call us, it is toll free. Now, let's just for a second spend a couple of moments thinking about those people who are just flicking through the channels, just flicking around and, oh, he's got a bright shirt on, what's going on there? And you come in and you watch the show and you find out about cruising and you think, well, I can't go cruising because I've never been before. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to wear. I don't know where to stand. I don't know what happens. For those people, I want you to know that cruising has absolutely revolutionised over the last 10 or 15 years. And you can look forward to all of this.
When you choose to cruise, you'll experience one of the best value holidays with so much included as standard. Your floating resort will take you to multiple destinations in one trip, where you'll wake up to a new view every day and only have to unpack once. Your en-suite accommodation will have everything you need to feel right at home, with a daily service provided by your personal cabin steward. Around the ship, you'll have the opportunity to take part in various activities, which can include quizzes, dance classes, game shows, movie screenings, lectures, and much more. If that sounds too much, then feel free to relax, unwind, and watch the world go by in a solarium or around one of the pools, or even in a hot tub. If you're cruising with a family, then the little ones will be well taken care of, with a range of kids clubs available for all ages from morning till late. Plus, no matter the age, everyone can have a thrilling time with rock climbing walls, zip lines, water parks, skating, simulators, and even bumper cars. When it comes to food, you'll never go hungry on a cruise, with options available right around the clock. Enjoy fine dining with waiter service in one of the main restaurants, or opt for something more casual in the self-service buffet. There's also snacks and room service available too. And as the sun goes down, that's when the ship really comes to life. Every evening, you'll be spoilt for choice when it comes to entertainment, from Broadway-style shows in the lavish theatre to live music, comedy, karaoke, silent discos, as well as onboard nightclubs, allowing you to dance the night away. So, if you want more holiday for less dollar, make sure you choose to cruise.
Yeah, honestly, it is great. So you have no worries whatsoever. And listen, you don't follow a schedule on a cruise, like it's 2 o'clock we go here, 3 o'clock we go there. You do what you want when you want. You literally, as soon as you're on board, you have the freedom to explore and enjoy everything that is on offer. It's so liberating. It is great. It's like burning your bra all over again. It's great.
Burn your clock.
Lovely. Yeah,
yeah,
why not?
You don't have to. I mean, the thing is, you're on ship time.
Yes.
And the great thing about being on a cruise as well is they tell you when the events are on, they tell you when you need to be back on board, when you're in port, and you don't need to worry about anything else, really.
Yeah, that's true. And if you change your mind along the way, not a problem. Listen, if you've got a cruise on your mind, by the way, any cruise ship, any time of year, we're booking about for the next 2 years or so with low deposit. So looking ahead into the future, getting some great deals. They're on the website and they're available when you call us toll free to anywhere in the world, including those world cruises where you can be away for months and months and months. But for now, this show is packed full of a lovely variety of incredible cruises. Next, the chance to join a grand voyage with Princess Cruises to New Zealand coming up. But first, we're going back to the South Pacific for a February fun escape on board Carnival Luminosa from Brisbane, and 2 weeks to enjoy all of this fun stuff. Now, you'll notice that we are swapping cruise lines here, and when we do that, every cruise line has its own characteristics, has its own flavour, so to speak. And with Carnival, it is colourful, it is fun, it is vibrant, it is join in if you want, watch if you want, it's up to you.
It's absolutely up to you. You can take it at your own pace because when you're on Carnival, it is literally the most fun you can possibly have at sea. It just is. Having personally worked on Carnival cruise lines, I have to say, it is a vibrant Carnival atmosphere. It literally is. From the deck parties and parades and legendary theme nights, such as White Hot Party, you might find Caribbean night, 70s night, 80s night, all of that fun, through to the, lovely big buffets and barbecues that they'll have on deck. It's just non-stop from the moment you board till the moment you leave. And the team on board, the entertainment team, make it so much fun as well with their activities that are fun, quirky, different, whether that be quiz or bingo, a dance class, maybe a sporting activity, depending on what you like and, whatever floats your boat, no pun intended, then this is just the way to holiday. It is. And maybe it's something you never realised you needed, Maybe you've thought to yourself, oh, gosh, I don't know about all of that entertainment, maybe a few years ago. But when you get on board, it feels effortless. It doesn't feel forced because everyone's just there to have a good time. People really get in the spirit of things on a cruise. There's very little to worry about. You don't have to panic about getting a taxi back to your hotel, or hang on a minute, I've got theatre tickets at this time, I've got to get to my restaurant booking. Everything's on board. Literally, your restaurant is up or down a few floors, as is the gym, as is the evening show. So it's a simple walk to get to your daily and evening activities, and that is the wonderful thing about being on this kind of immersive holiday, which is a cruise. And Carnival is very different, but in the very right way that, maybe it might be a first-time cruise you're experiencing, and it's a great way to do it. It is, to dip your toe into the water and just see what cruising's all about these days. Maybe it's been years since you've been on one. And a great way to get together with the family too, because everyone can do their own thing on a cruise and meet for dinner and meet for lunch. 14 nights on board. We are out of Brisbane. A couple of days at sea will see us into luscious Norfolk Island, a great little stop to start off your adventure. It feels a world away from modern life, really, and it has its own unique language, this island, with traditions and cuisine as well. Next up, we are into lovely Nuku'alofa in Tonga. one of the only Pacific nations never formally colonised, so it remains strong in its tradition. And you can go and learn all about that tradition in the Maui Triathlon as well. We're off to Suva next up, and it's, you know, an authentic slice of Pacific life. Colourful municipal market, you know, one of the largest in the South Pacific, so wonderful to get your souvenirs and handicrafts here. Maybe you want to head to Rewa's Village and learn all about the locals. Then it's Trivuni Island. This will be your day to really enjoy the beach, the marine life, the lagoons, the snorkeling, because it is all about that hidden underwater world that makes this part of the world sheer and utter magic and true paradise, really. We are to Villa next in Vanuatu. One of those places you dream about when you think about paradise is Vanuatu, isn't it? The Blue Lagoon's great to visit. You can actually do a best of highlights tour if you book that with a ship, or head to a traditional village. Now, a couple of days at sea will see us into Brisbane, where we'll disembark and simply stroll off. So this South Pacific adventure takes you beyond the usual beach destinations, from the fascinating bounty history of Norfolk Island and the royal traditions of Tonga to authentic Fiji and culturally rich Vanuatu. So this is a voyage packed with character, discovery and definitely island charm.
And you know, we were talking about first-time cruising. You might be looking at this and you might be thinking, well, I've never done it before. I can't do 14 nights for my first cruise. But actually, you might find that if you did a shorter cruise, if you did, like, you know, 5 nights, 6 nights, 7 nights, that you were just getting into it. You were just getting into it and it was time to get off. Actually, 14 is pretty good, because it's going to take you a first few days just to get down into the cruising pace of life, which is all about forgetting the worries and the cares, forgetting the normal activity and timetable. It's almost like you need to retrain yourself for the first couple of days to, like, stop, enjoy, dive in. You have no worries. You have nothing to be responsible for. And this is great. In and out of Brisbane on this wonderful flight of fancy. You could take the whole family or just escape as a couple. You'll be very, very glad that you had so long on board to enjoy it as well. Now we come to the price, because you might think he's wittering away there. It's going to be thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Do you know what? Look, that is the most incredible price tag, because that is 2 weeks of Carnival cruising. It is full board, so wonderful accommodation, and your dining all taken care of. There's all the wonderful pools to lounge and enjoy. You have got the lounges with different entertainment going on. You've got different shows and venues around the ship. You've got activities that you can just watch, or you can take part in as well. That is an incredible price tag, and it will not hold for long. So if you want to enjoy the ultimate in time, variety and just sheer joy on board as you go and cruise those lovely places out in the South Pacific to and from Brisbane, then now is the time to give us a call and get a deposit into us now. That will lock that price in and book that late summer escape for February for you that you really deserve. Here's the details and all the inclusions for you as well. It is fabulous. Honestly, it's really, really lovely. Do you know what as well, in terms of destinations, don't feel like you need to know the destinations when you go on a cruise, even though we're talking about just over there in the South Pacific. There may be places there that you think, well, I'm not familiar. Like, I need to find out more about those places. You really don't, because there's loads of information available on board the ship. There's presentations. There's also shore excursions that you can treat yourself to. So special tours that you can book up while you're on the ship to get the very, very best out of those destinations. And they do them so well because the cruise lines have been cruising to these areas for years and decades now. They know what people like to do. So some people like to do a walking tour to find out the story and the history of a particular hotspot or highlight. Some people want to do zip lining and, you know, catamaran sailing and all kinds of different things. And it's all covered in the offering with Carnival as well. They are very, very good indeed. And it is such fun. You will love being on board a Carnival cruise. They are nothing but a big smile.
Yeah. That's a great way to explain it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just is.
It's lovely.
Our final getaway, a grand voyage from Sydney for 15 nights, and next October is when we can explore New Zealand's wonders in style on the Sapphire Princess. Oh, this is going to be fantastic. Embark Sapphire in Sydney for a 15-night luxury cruise. And being on Princess is a real experience of classic cruising at its finest in my experience. And that's why so many passengers, so many Aussies go back year after year and cruise after cruise to explore and enjoy Princess, because it just hooks them and they just think this is what life should be like. And you feel utterly spoilt when you're on Princess, but it doesn't feel imposing or, you know, a little bit too fussy. It feels just the right pitch to enjoy a wonderful cruise. I think it's a lovely balance between tradition and also modernity. I mean, they have the medallion program, which is when you get on board, you get a little medallion coin as opposed to a normal card to open your stateroom. And it just makes life so much easier. If you're like me and you're always losing your stateroom card or demagnetizing it, you don't need to worry with that. You just literally pop it around your neck and you can interact with screens around the ship. You can order a glass of champagne to your day bed up on deck. There's so many things you can do. And also, you know, get into booking things for the evening, perhaps with the interactive screens around the ship. Lots and lots of things on offer on board Princess, and the most incredibly designed staterooms. They're designed for comfort and luxury all the way, with award-winning mattresses. And I mean, just picture yourself sitting out there on your balcony, enjoying breakfast in bed. Because all you do, the magical breakfast ferry will deliver it to your stateroom.
Yeah.
Every morning, should you wish, when you leave your little hanger outside the door. Whatever you like, there's a gorgeous tray awaiting you at whatever time that might be. Oh, I can just picture you there. Can you? Well, I tell you what, it's going to be a real experience for you. You've got 50 nights to enjoy, and we are cruising out of Sydney. Now, a day at sea is going to see us into Melbourne. So a nice, stylish, Australian cultural capital this. It just feels, you know, so vibrant, Melbourne. I might be a bit biased having grown up there, but head up to Puffin Valley in the mountains if you can, or Daintree. You definitely have the time, Dandenong, excuse me, to do that. Then we're into Hobart, and it feels completely different from mainland Australia, definitely. You've got Mount Wellington behind the city and that lovely working harbour in front. So many guests head to Mona to see the incredible artwork here in the museum. Now, we're going to be cruising through Fiordland National Park. So this is one of the great scenic cruising days of the Southern Hemisphere. Dusky, doubtful in Milford Sound, bring glacier-carved cliffs, hanging waterfalls and misty mountain views right to the open decks. You feel like you're really in the thick of it when you're on a cruise. It's eye to eye with this incredible nature. Then it's Dunedin, and it has a strong Scottish character. You've got Lanark Castle there, for example. The real surprise, though, is the wildlife. The Otago Peninsula is known for its royal albatross. Rare yellow-eyed penguins as well can be viewed here. Then it's Christchurch, which feels full, really, of reinvention. You've got great markets here, I have to say. Creative architecture, lovely botanical gardens to visit too. And you can also explore the Canterbury scenery wineries whilst you're in this region. Wellington's next up. And of course, we are also in wine, you know, the wine part of the world in New Zealand. But if you want to see a little bit of Maori heritage whilst you're here, Te Papa Museum is fascinating, and it will take you, you know, really into the thick of things, learning about that. Talking of wine, Napier is another great little wine stop for you. You've got Hawke's Bay, and you can do a wine tasting too. And I recommend getting out there with a guide to go to the wineries to kind of make the most of it. We are next up to the Bay of Islands, which has more a tropical feel. With its own microclimate, actually. And you've got the Waitangi Treaty Ground there to visit, and Rewa's Village too, if you want to see some nature. Haruru Falls beckons, lovely waterfalls in New Zealand. Then it's Tauranga, which is a gateway to Hobbiton, if you want to learn about the Lord of the Rings, or what I'd recommend, getting out to Rotorua and just really experiencing the natural bubbling mud pools and geysers and sulphur flats. Now, we're going to be finishing the cruise in Auckland. Speak to us about flights from Melbourne to Tasmania to the fjords and wildlife and wine regions and the Maori culture of New Zealand. This Princess voyage is packed with variety. It's scenic, it's cultured, and it's definitely full of those big once-in-a-lifetime wow moments.
It does look just a real treat. I mean, a real deep dive. You think of how else you would kind of cover that distance. Do you know what I mean? How would you do it? How would you do it yourself? Like, it would be a lot of flying and a lot of, Well, how do you do the rest? I mean, I just don't know. And I don't want to know either, because you could join this and enjoy 15 nights of luxury cruising from Sydney to Auckland via the most delicious places along the way, and just enjoy the journey in style and luxury. Sounds good? All I need is a price tag, and it needs to be good. And of course it will be. It's CruiseAway. It's always an exceptional price tag from our team here at CruiseAway, because we've been working with the cruise lines for over 2.5 decades to negotiate exceptional price tags for your holidays. And you really will love the luxury on board with Princess, from the simplicity of wearing that medallion as you move around the ship and using the Princess app so that you never miss a thing. You know exactly what's going on. You know how busy or not the restaurants are, and there are so many choices in terms of the dining, lots of those included. You've got signature attractions to enjoy as well, like big comfy lounges on the decks. You've got movies under the stars to enjoy. You are going to love it. And it's a great atmosphere, honestly. You can meet new friends, feel very special, and enjoy what I would call a true escape with Princess, because it's very calm, it's very relaxed, it's very happy, it's a lovely atmosphere. Now, to grab this price right now, you can secure your places today with a deposit and then have plenty of time for the budgeting for this trip. It's very, very special indeed, and I would not waste the opportunity at all. Here's all the details and the inclusions. Also, your chance to think about an upgrade on board, because you're doing 15 nights of cruising here. You have your prices, upgrade prices, on the screen there as well if you want to treat yourself to your own balcony, which is quite nice sometimes if you're enjoying that room service breakfast. Have it out in the fresh air on your balcony. Why not enjoy a suite as well? You can have all your meals enjoyed and delivered to your suite. That's quite nice to do. It really is. But listen, you choose the best option for you, and you will have the greatest cruise no matter which one you choose. You saw on the video that we saw before when we were on board the ship just how spacious the accommodation is as well, and just how many home comforts they are. Be beautiful bathrooms. Some people don't even see, some people still have a picture in their mind of what cruising might never have been 60 years ago. People think you share bathrooms and things like that. No. Everyone has their own luxury bathroom with wonderful amenities in it, you know, serviced every day by the team on board. I mean, honestly, you should treat yourself to a cruise. Really should. You should, because if you're not doing it right now, you absolutely should discover it right now.
Yeah, you absolutely should. And it's just a phone call or just a quick look at our website to get there. Honestly, cruiseaway.com.au will tell you everything you need to know. There are thousands of deals on offer. We've been doing this a very long time, and we are truly like your travel concierges.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you know what? Cruising is like the best kept secret in the world. It's about time you discovered it. Thanks for joining us. See you soon.